around basics of JavaScript, intermediate JavaScript, which will include everything: type coercion, advanced type coercion, promises, callbacks, scopes, everything, all the basic things that you need to know: generator, iterator, async await, everything that you have in basics of JavaScript, you will be already able to see, and you can start consuming it. We'll try to understand internals of the V8 engine. We are going to try to understand the internals of Node.js, right? And we'll see what are the different applications that comes with Node.js. Apart from that, we will see how exactly libuv library works, how the C++ layer of Node.js interacts with the JavaScript layer of Node.js and whatnot. There's a full stack kind of project that we have added, which is a code sandbox clone, or you can say the project IDX or applet clone, which will help you to understand the concepts of containers, how you can integrate sockets, how exactly these IDs, the web IDs work end to end. A full stack project we are going to provide you, and all the prerequisite React part you will already get in the recording part, so no worries on that aspect. This is going to be an end-to-end microservices course. We are going to actually see how exactly between different services you can have transactional capabilities, how more than one databases are actually managed in a project and whatnot. So in the recent past few months, if I accumulate and try to figure out what is the most frequently asked question in my comment section in the last couple of videos, it was just around one particular fact: that when is the next backend development cohort going to come into the picture? And here we are. So this is the announcement video for Lambda 4.0. This is our flagship backend development cohort, which has come back, and this time bigger and better. So without any further ado, let's just start, and I will be walking you through what are some of the key offerings that we are going to provide in this particular Lambda 4.0. Right? It's going to be one of the most fantastic courses if you are willing to start your journey in the software engineering industry, or you are already somebody who has been doing software engineering for quite some time and you would like to excel yourself specifically in the backend domain. Then you are already in the right hands. So let's just start. So before I start talking about what's exactly new and what's the main things in the Lambda 4.0, I would like to throw some light on what has been our experience as of now with the backend development cohorts. So I started my first backend development cohort, I guess somewhere around 2022 or 2023-ish, endish, right? And we have as of now done 3 iterations of live backend development, and there was 1 iteration of a recorded one as well, right? So if you see Lambda 4.0, this is the 4.0 version of the live backend development cohort. Okay, now till now in the cohorts, if you try to get the overall feedbacks, we have actually delivered some really nice industry ready and actual real life projects. In the first cohort, the 2 major projects that were there were the airline booking system, where we actually throwed a lot of lights around how exactly microservices are managed, how exactly a booking system works, and apart from that, a monolith around a simple Twitter app as well, along with a simple basic chat app. Okay, now in the backend cohort 2, that is the Lambda 2, we actually took kind of like a approach similar to the previous ones, but we enhanced the set of projects, right? The airline booking system actually got added with newer concepts around transactional capabilities, around logs, idempotency, right? There were some more concepts around CI/CD, and there were some interesting concepts around JavaScript as well, right? Till now, in both of the initial cohorts, the major selling point was the JavaScript part as well, that we take an extremely deep dive into and make sure that you are somebody who is extremely comfortable with JavaScript. Then comes to Lambda 3.0, where we kind of changed the trajectory. We started introducing a couple of newer concepts, that is integrating TypeScript with Express. We started talking about a brand new framework that is Fastify, which is extremely faster than Express. And we changed the approach towards the projects as well. We started building a lead code backend, which is kind of like a code submission platform backend, end-to-end made using microservices, right? There were a lot of interesting challenges and a lot of interesting problems that we technically solved in that particular cohort as well, and followed by a couple of more concepts altogether. But now here comes Lambda 4.0, which is going to be technically having everything that we were having in Lambda 1, 2, and 3 and more. So let's just start talking about that. Now, what's new in Lambda 4.0? So in Lambda 4.0, we are going to take a TypeScript-first approach. Yes, so in the previous set of Lambda courses, we used to start with JavaScript, basics of JavaScript, and advanced JavaScript. In this particular cohort, you are going to get all the information about basic JavaScript, intermediate JavaScript, and advanced JavaScript already. Yes, the moment you are going to purchase the course, right, starting from 1st of January, you will be able to already see all of this content uploaded around basics of JavaScript, intermediate JavaScript, which will include everything: type coercion, advanced type coercion, promises, callbacks, scopes, everything, all the basic things that you need to know: generator, iterators, async await, everything that you have in basics of JavaScript, you will be already able to see, and you can start consuming it. Why? Because this Lambda 4.0 is a live cohort, and we are going to take a TypeScript first approach. Yes, so starting from the first live class only, we are going to start discussing about understanding of Node.js. We are going to take a really extremely deep dive into Node.js. We'll try to understand internals of the V8 engine. We are going to try to understand the internals of Node.js, right? And we'll see what are the different applications that comes with Node.js. Apart from that, we will see how exactly libuv library works, how the C++ layer of Node.js interacts with the JavaScript layer of Node.js and whatnot. And just after that, we are going to start with TypeScript. So you can say understanding of JavaScript is a prerequisite for this course, but if you know nothing about JavaScript, still we have got you covered. You will be getting an ample approximately 1 month time to cover everything about JavaScript in the most in-depth manner, and I can give you this in writing. You can check with all of my older batch students. JavaScript is something that we excel with, and the advanced JavaScript level is enough for you to crack any corresponding interview. So as I mentioned, we are going to take a TypeScript first approach here. So the initial live classes already are going to start with basics of TypeScript. We are going to understand types, interfaces, generics, and everything about TypeScript. And we are going to start taking deeper dive into straightforward backend concepts. We are going to take Express.js, again, that is the flagship, I would say, library and framework for Node.js, along with Fastify, which is going to make your backend definitely 10 to 15 times more faster when you compare that with Express. And in this whole cohort, we are going to take not one, not two, but more than 4 projects to understand different domain of problems. Now, I always try to make sure that we have some kind of a booking problem. And this time in this particular cohort, we are going to have a project which is going to be a hotel booking, like Airbnb backend, right? We are going to see all the important concepts that what will happen if, let's say, 2 people start to book same hotel room, right? If, let's say, the last hotel room is pending and 2 or more than 2 people are trying to actually compete for that, how exactly the transactional capabilities is going to come up, how optimistic and pessimist locks are going to come into the picture. What if a user tried to do the same booking more than once, how exactly idempotency concepts are going to work and whatnot. This project is going to be an end-to-end microservices based project, because microservices are definitely something that you are going to see in a lot of industry projects. A lot of companies that you are going to join are still working on microservices, right? There will be some of the projects that I'll talk about later, which will be on Monolith as well. But this is going to be an end-to-end microservices course. We are going to actually see how exactly between different services you can have transactional capabilities, how more than one databases are actually managed in a project and whatnot. After this, there are some more interesting projects as well. For example, there is a full stack kind of project that we have added, which is a code sandbox clone, or you can say the project IDX or Replit clone, which will help you to understand the concepts of containers, how you can integrate sockets, how exactly these IDs, the web IDs work end to end. A full stack project we are going to provide you, and all the prerequisite React part you will already get in the recording part, so no worries on that aspect. Now, apart from that, to understand some really interesting protocols like RTMP protocol, we are going to make a live streaming server as well. Just like how you do YouTube lives, similar kind of a live streaming server we are going to build, right? Now, to understand the concepts of WebRTC, we are going to make a video calling kind of full stack app as well. Again, some basic front end is going to be prerequisite that you will be getting all together, right? Apart from that, how exactly streaming system for a movie streaming application like Netflix works, how exactly things work in the fashion that if you have a relatively lower bandwidth internet, then you are served a lower resolution video. If you have a better internet, you are served a better resolution video. How all of this actually works. What happens when let's say somebody uploads their video on YouTube and Netflix, and that video gets converted into different resolution. How can you convert these video into different resolution? How these resolutions are saved? How these resolutions are served on the front end? All of these concepts we are going to talk about. And not just these kind of projects. We are going to have some simpler projects as well. We are going to make a monolith of a social media app as well. We are going to make kind of like a Telegram bot as well, and more. All the details about all the important projects you are going to get down here, and I'm going to put a dedicated syllabus link in the description section below as well, which you can technically check out. Apart from all of these projects, and during these projects, we are going to understand very deep database concepts. We are going to start with basics of database, and we are going to cover both SQL and a NoSQL. That is, we are going to cover MySQL in the SQL aspect, MongoDB in the NoSQL aspect. We are going to see how exactly basic queries on all of these databases are done, and we will straightforward jump towards the intermediate part as well, that how exactly optimizations are done into database, how you can prepare indexes, what are the different type of indexes, how indexes internally work. All of this we are going to talk about. And apart from that, we are going to see more database scaling techniques. We are going to see how exactly you can do partitioning, and we are not going to just theoretically see it, we are going to practically do partitioning in your databases, right? We are going to see how exactly sharding works. We are going to practically do sharding on your databases. We are going to see how replication work, how you can have multiple replicas of the same database prepared, how these replication strategies like master-slave architecture, multi-master architecture, leaderless architecture, what are quorums, all of these interesting topics about replication we are going to take a look at, and we are going to practically do them in our projects as well. Right, this database part is going to be super important. We are going to talk about database backups, right? We are going to talk about database performance and whatnot, and this will straightforward lead towards the system design aspect as well. We are going to have an introduction to system design, where I'm going to talk about all the basic prerequisites of system design, that how you can do horizontal scaling, vertical scaling, and every single concept that we are going to do, we are going to do it practically. We are going to practically show you how you can horizontally scale your servers, how you can have some warm instances prepared, or if you want, you can have auto scaling prepared. We are going to use the AWS cloud to show you all of this and more, right? There's going to be interesting discussion about caching layer, different type of caches. In our projects, we are going to introduce message queues, and this time the primary message queue and the streaming infrastructure we are going to keep as Kafka, right? We are going to compare Kafka with other message brokers like RabbitMQ, and we are going to see how exactly concepts of Kafka works, how exactly topics works, how exactly partitions work, and whatnot. So you can find all the dedicated, I would say, topics that we are going to cover in the cohort here. The list should be here, and if this list is not able to get all the topics, you are going to get that in the description section below. There is a dedicated syllabus link and the course link where you can go and check out the syllabus, right? Now, I'll be making a dedicated video in every single topic on every single thing that we are going to actually cover in the class. There is a very detailed description I have already provided, but a dedicated syllabus video I'm going to put very, very soon on the channel. Now, coming back to the price, this is going to be the price for the course, but don't worry, you have a special coupon that is Backend. You can apply this special coupon Backend, and the prices are going to slash off, but make sure that these are only the early bird prices. Okay, so take a call according to that. And as I mentioned, this is going to be a live cohort with all the prerequisites that you need for any particular thing. We are going to provide you that recorded. I know there are a lot of people who know JavaScript, and I don't want you guys to think that, okay, we know JavaScript and we just straight away start with the backend projects and everything. So we have got you covered. You will get all the JavaScript content starting from January 1st that you can start to consume. Any kind of a prerequisite is there, we will be providing you, don't worry. And we will straightforward jump into understanding of deep Node.js concepts, deep TypeScript concepts, and we are going to start with the projects altogether. A couple of more interesting offerings that we have added. As you already know, there will be a dedicated Discord group where you can ask your questions, interact with the community and more, right? Apart from that, we have actually added a couple of more things. First is again the referral thing, that I personally shortlist 4 to 5 people from my cohorts who have done religiously well, who have attended most of the classes, done the assignments, contributed to the doubts of others and more. And I try to make sure that whatever friend circle of mine I have, I am able to refer them all together. Apart from that, there is going to be a one-on-one session that we are going to provide, right? In this one-on-one session, like every student is going to get one-on-one session that you can actually schedule. We'll be providing you all the instructions. All the persons who are actually enrolled in the cohort will be getting a chance to get one-on-one session with me or along with Ria, who is going to be the co-instructor in this particular cohort, right? And we are going to actually take your questions for around 30 minutes. Any kind of personal career advice, resume reviewing, whatever you want to do in that particular one-on-one session you can do, because we know that only the offline interactions on Discord or the class interactions are not enough. You might be having more questions, so we have got you covered. So all of this, you are going to get a package. I'm going to list down all the important points here. Do check out the, I would say, website. You are going to get a lot of information there. There are a lot of topics that I didn't talk about. There is dedicated AWS cloud services. We are going to talk about serverless concepts. We are going to talk about some advanced DBs like DynamoDB and whatnot. Like there are a lot of things. We are going to do log ingestion in Azure Cosmos DB, right? There is too much to actually talk about in just this particular video, so I'll just keep it short. There is a dedicated syllabus video incoming. Stay tuned for that. And if you're excited for Lambda 4.0, do let me know in the comment section. If you feel we should add some particular thing, do let me know that as well. We will try to definitely consider that. And that's it for this particular video. We are going to meet soon in the next set of videos, guys. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a really lovely week ahead. I'm Sanket Singh, signing off.